Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. A little delayed today because I wound up at the shore, but we're up and running now, so let's get right to it. At Elizabeth's place, a very awkward small Jake walks in on Jake and Elizabeth, and Elizabeth heads out because she has a performance review with Obrecht, but it's really a surprise bridal shower. And Jake knows, Big Jake, this is so, I can't wait for the reveal just because of this. He knows about the surprise shower and offers if Laura wants to go, then he can stay with the boys, and she's like, I'm good. She said it nicer than that, but that's really what it all boiled down to. At Sam's place, Sam is looking at Jake's medical records. Patrick offers his professional opinion. She kind of lies, and she's like, yeah, I got it with his permission, but we all know that's not true. He wants to figure out who Jake is so they can move on with their lives and plan their wedding. Patrick's going to the bridal shower as well, but before he leaves, he gives Sam a real ring. At the hospital, Spinelli visits Sonny and gives him a gift for his wedding, well, a belated gift, and it's a bocce ball, which I've played bocce ball once. It's very fun, but Sonny kind of takes some issue with it because it's a game you can play sitting or standing, and Sonny's like, what's that supposed to mean? But Carly takes Spinelli out of the room, and he tells her about the work for Jake and Sam that he's doing, and he tells her about the DNA test that Nicholas did and how he thinks Nicholas did find a match and he deleted it. So Spinelli leaves. Jake comes, congratulates Carly on her recent wedding. Carly gets Jake to talk about his past and digging into his past. He thinks the past does matter because he doesn't want it to come back and bite him, especially if he has Elizabeth and 3 kids, you know. So Carly tells Jake that he should let it go, and she's going to be so happy that that's not going to be what happens. Like, I can't even imagine. And Jake asks Carly to stand up for him at his wedding, and he calls her his best friend again, and she says yes, and she's going full throttle with it, speech, bachelor party, the whole deal. It's not just show up, because he's like, just show up, and she's like, no, 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 no. Also at the hospital, Michael tells Sonny that he was called into the PD and questioned about Carlos. Sonny always says, like, none of my people and my people, my business. And Michael goes, well, our people. And Sonny catches on the whole we, us, our business. And he tells him, every time you say that, it just brings up the coma in Pentonville, and he just wants Michael to stay away from the business because it would kill him to lose one of his children. But then Michael hints that the family's going to get bigger, and hints to Carly as well with that whole thing. At the DA's office, Sabrina asks Paul about Carlos. She's organizing to get Carlos's body sent back to Puerto Rico. Paul tells Sabrina that he was cremated, and Sabrina's furious. He says that they had no success contacting his parents in Puerto Rico, and Sabrina's like, you only had to call me, and I'm like, right here. Like, I'm literally down the street. She didn't say that, but she thought it. At the morgue, Anna's there. Jordan catches her, and she tells Jordan that she wants to see Rivera's body for closure, and the body's missing. So the doctor in charge there does tell them that he was cremated. Jordan is furious and heads over to the DA's office because this was, like, not okay at all because it's an ongoing investigation and all that. So Sabrina picks up his ashes. Anna says she's sorry, and Sabrina asks if she's sorry for her loss or that he can't pay for what he did. And Sabrina says she knows he deserved to go to prison, but he didn't deserve to die. And then when Sabrina leaves, Anna takes some pills. Uphill? I don't know how many. So Anna asks the doctor in charge for a copy of the autopsy results. She plays the Duke card, and the doctor does give her the report, and Anna finds inconsistencies. Back at the DA's office, so many letters, Jordan digs into Paul for interfering with another investigation and probably destroyed evidence. Like, she is not happy. Especially because it's an ongoing investigation, and I really don't think you're supposed to cremate the body until the investigation is at least over, or, not just 3 days old. So Jordan tells him that it wasn't his decision to make, but he defends it as a budgetary judgment call. At the surprise bridal party, we see Epiphany, and they're having a surprise bridal shower for Elizabeth. I already mentioned that. Obrecht leads Elizabeth in, and Elizabeth is very, very, very surprised. She's opening up her presents, and then Patrick shows up late for the party. Elizabeth asks her to stand up for her at her wedding. He accepts. Someone tells Obrecht that the hospital was hacked into. Jordan gets called, and Paul wants to know what's up, and Jordan's like, I'll tell you when I have a case. Like, you don't need to know right now. Sabrina shows up after the shower. She's upset that she missed it. Felix picks up on the fact that Sabrina's hiding something, especially since she said that, you know, Michael knows now and he's really happy. And he asks if she's having Carlos or Michael's baby. And Michael shows up and asks Sabrina to come with him. So Sabrina never got to give Felix an answer. Also, back at Patrick's, Spinelli comes over and wrote a program, and they're going to put Jake's medical records into it and reverse engineer to get Jake's original face. Dun dun dun. Back at Elizabeth's, Laura's doing laundry and leaves a kid who, like, okay, Jake, last time he was kind of left alone in that room. He got outside and got hit by a car, so why would you leave him in that room again alone? I do not understand that. But anyway, there's a noise downstairs and something happened between Jake and Cameron. Jake says that Cam fell and just walks away. Cameron says he was trying on his Halloween mask and showed Jake, but then Jake pushed him. Cam says it was an accident because Jake doesn't really know what Halloween's all about, and like he understands. End scene. Okay, so Anna knows she shot Carlos 4 times, but there's only 2 gunshots listed, and you know that this has to be a different body, and Paul's looking in on her. Michael and Sabrina come into Sonny's hospital room. Michael tells Carly and Sonny they're having a baby, and they're stunned. I think that's the best way to put it. They're stunned. Patrick tells Epiphany he gave Sam a ring, and Epiphany's like, I'm gonna plan a shower for you, and he's like, no, don't do that, and she's like, doesn't matter what you say. So Spinelli and Sam are going to run the face they get for Jake through the DMV database, because what are the chances that they would recognize him? Just saying. So Laura tells Liz there was an incident and goes out on the porch to talk to her. Jake asks little Jake what happened, and he doesn't want to tell him. So Laura's concerned that he's having problems adjusting to living with a family. Liz says that she'll handle it. And then little Jake calls Jake Daddy, and then he overheard Liz talking with Laura, just like I thought he did. And Jake is insisting to Jake that he is his real father. This is so confusing. I cannot wait until we have the reveal just for this reason. And one last thing, back at Patrick's, the commissioner shows up and Spinelli runs a data wipe on his laptop and he gets arrested. Fun. So much fun. I guess he didn't cover his tracks as well as he thought he had. That is it for today's General Hospital recap. It's Friday, right?
Yeah.
I will see you Monday for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you then. Bye.